Hello, and here's my second video of the night. My first video was my Terraforming Mars video, and now I'm going to do my DC solicitation videos. So as I like to do, I'm going to start by looking at the DC Connect, which is their official organ for the upcoming comics. So here we go. This is the front cover of DC Connect. It is featuring Milestone, so that's what they're promoting for the month of May. I think to tie in with the whole African American Celebration Month, which is pretty cool. Although I'm confused. I think now is African American Celebration Month, and then May is Asian American and Pacific Islander Celebration Month. So I don't know. Anyway, so that's what they're pushing is 2 Milestone covers, Blood Syndicate and Duo by Jeff Thorne and Greg Pak. Now, we've got Batman Fortress, which is by the Rogue One writer. More the milestone we saw on the cover. Aquaman, Black Label. First Black Label for Aquaman by Ram V and an artist I can't remember. We'll get to it. Oh, yes, Fables 151. So it's nice to see they're promoting that. We got a Zatanna graphic novel. Black Adam, I think that's two collections of things that happened in Black Label. Not Black Adam. So yes, you got DC Universe, Milestone, Collected Editions, and Fables at number 34. So Fables is really getting a pretty good push, which I'm happy to see because I'm very excited for this 12-issue arc. I'm also glad that it is 12 issues because I love the fact that it got 150 issues and I have them all in the really nice the compendiums, but that's a lot. It was a lot to read. So 12 issues, and they're all already written. So it's just working on the art right now. So hopefully we'll avoid the Tom King Black Label, which we'll also talk about the Tom King Black Label problem of going from monthly to bi-monthly to every 3 months. But let's see what else we're pushing. All right, so we start with Batman, of course. Spotlight. The spotlights, of course, are the things that are getting put. And so I'm actually just going to use this to see what is pushed. So we got Batman, the end of this crossover, Shadow War. We have, again, this Black Label. We have the Batman Annual for 2022. More Black Label for Jock, the One Dark Knight number 3. Flashpoint Beyond, so really pushing that. Apparently, Flashpoint Beyond is getting 3 issues in May, and then the Flash Man. I did not know this was a ongoing. I thought it was a one-shot, but this is a 3-shot. So we'll talk a little bit more about that. But this is a prelude to the movie The Flash coming out with Ezra Miller and Michael Keaton as old Batman. Somehow, don't know exactly how it's going to work. Action Comics Annual. This is Philip Kennedy Johnson and Cy Spurrier. So I wonder if that means it's 2 stories or if it's a co-written. Can't tell. Again, this is the Black Label. So a lot of Black Label. The annual, of course, of Batman. Earth Prime Legends of Tomorrow. What? Oh, right. This is the TV tie-in. Yes, the TV tie-in. Earth Prime Legends of Tomorrow. Earth Prime Stargirl. Jurassic League. We got a lot of fun stuff about this. You got Batman as an Allosaur, Superman as a Brachiosaur. I wish they'd just gone with Brontosaur. Brontosaur is the best. And Wonder Woman as a Triceratops. I kind of wish they hadn't gone with a spiky collar, but it's still pretty cool. I'm hoping this is good. I don't know because I was kind of on the fence about Wonder Woman Dead Earth. I appreciated a lot what it was doing, but it wasn't something I was like, oh man, I have to have this. So I'll see what this is like. I'm interested because it's not by the same, it's written by the guy who wrote Dead Earth, but it's not drawn by him because he wrote and drew that. But the art looks really cool. So let's see. And the cover is by the guy who wrote that. So I do love dinosaurs. Some previous, so they're really pushing Jurassic League. Nubia Coronation Special. So this is a one-shot. Probably tying into the Nubia miniseries that this team did. So Wonder Woman, and that's sort of the tail end of Trial of the Amazon, which finishes up in April. DC versus Vampire one shot, featuring Damien and apparently Nightwing. The new Tom King Black Label with Tom King, Jorge Fornes, and Dave Stewart on colors. Danger Street. This is 12-issue miniseries, and Tom King says that it is about what's it called? Lots of danger. Again, we got Milestone, 2 new titles. Static. Yeah, so here's the Dark Crisis promotion. Lots of Dark Crisis for Free Comic Book Day. We have our Young graphic novels. Movie tie-in graphic novel, interestingly. Heath Corson, who did a bunch of Lockjaw for Marvel. Zatanna graphic novel. That looks a lot like Jen Bartel. Who's it? Jacqueline de Leon. Nice. And then here's the stories that inspired. So it's a bunch of reprints put together in a nice package like that. And trade collections. Oh, and then, of course, Nightmare Country for Black Label, the Sandman Universe by James Tynion, who's our second artist. Christian Ward is maybe Lisandro Esterin is the special Nightmare. And then, of course, we got our Fables with some interior art. Pretty cool. Love seeing Mark Buckingham's borders again. That looks like Commissioner Gordon, but it probably isn't because this is Batman versus Bigby. And then here's all our normal comics that are getting quarters. So at least it's quarters instead of sixths. I think last issue of DC Connect had a bunch of sixths, where 6 titles on a page, and this is just quarters. So maybe I'm wrong. Actually, maybe it was just quarters the whole time. Actually, I think I was. Finally getting the last book of Tom King's Batman in deluxe edition with the Batman Annual. Birds of Prey Whitewater. Very excited about that. I think the solicitation's wrong, though, because it says it's issues 104 to 112, which is only 4 issues of Gail Simone's run, and it's not even a complete arc. So I think that it's actually going to go from like 93 to 108, but we'll have to wait and see. They solicited it wrong last time too, so whatever. Fear State Nightwing. Yeah. So that is that. So hold on just a sec. I'm going to remove that for a minute and close it out. And then I'm going to get my thing up. And then we'll go through the actual solicits real quick. All right. Solicitations. Add this to the stream. All right. So solicitations is roughly in the same order, but these each have the whole covers. So we'll get to see those. Shadow War, Batman 123, Shadow War Part 5 of 8. So there's 2 issues of each title. Okay. And apparently Deathstroke is going to be infected with Joker toxin. That's unexpected, given that we didn't know Joker was going to be in it. So here's our main cover. Actually, I don't think that is the main cover. All right. So here's our Jock incentive cover. Very nice. But let's see, who are doing covers? So the main cover is by Howard Porter, because he's the Deathstroke. Yeah, so this must be, this is it. So this is the main cover with Prometheus, probably the main villain, actually, because Prometheus is supposed to be like this super smart mastermind guy. But maybe he's a fall guy, because he's been a fall guy before. Deathstroke Inc. number 9, Shadow War. Main cover is by John Boy Myers, which means, yep, there it is. You can tell because of the really angly things that are going on with it. The faces and the little slashy rain and the lines on Slade's face. Got a skeleton behind him. I wonder if we're going to kill Slade again. That'd be hilarious because we just did that. Shadow War Part 7, Robin number 14. This is the second to last chapter. Doesn't look like it's focusing as much on Robin as the last one. And Shadow War Omega. So here's the finale, Part 8, Exercise. cover by John Boy Myers and variant. So this is the variant by Mikhail Hanin. There's the main cover. Oh, maybe they are going to kill Deathstroke. That would be, I just feel silly, but I still think, James Toho. Shadow War Zone. Here is it looks like probably 4 stories in an oversized anthology book. Main cover by John Boy Myers. So this is, I think this is the main cover, yeah. So this is Batwing and what's his name? Ghostmaker, Talia, Black Canary, and Batman. No Robin. I don't know. We'll have to see. And of course, our new character who has only half a shirt, looks like Grant Morrison, Emma Frost. I think that is Lery or Lerex. Don't see a signature, but that's what I think it is. Batman Fortress. Here is that one that I was talking about. Derek Robertson. The problem with Derek Robertson for me is that everything I read looks like The Boys to me, and that's not a good thing for me. It's very good art, but I really have a negative reaction to that series at this point. Batman Annual by Ed Brisson. I have been very unimpressed with Ed Brisson's writing of Clown Hunter, so this is not something I'm excited about because he's going to be here. He's going to apparently evolve. It's going to all be about Ghostmaker taking over Batman Inc. After how Josh Williamson used Batman Inc., I cannot say that I'm excited about this. Batman No Dark Knight completes. EMP, the prisoner from the first book, is going to have to be dealt with. Written and drawn by Jock. All right, Flashpoint Beyond 2 through 4 of 6. So they're really burning through this. Psycho Pirate, for some reason, really getting around. Is a huge part of Infinite Frontier and the Detective Comics weekly series Shadows of the Bat. So Flashpoint Beyond, 3 issues. That's a lot. They're really burning through their events. I don't understand. Flash Fastest Man Alive. Now this is the movie tie-in written by Kenny Porter, who I think is probably involved somehow with the film. I don't remember who the first book was by, but we'll have to take a look at that. Action Comics Annual. Cy Spurrier is joining Philip Kennedy Johnson. Aquaman Andromeda. Art and cover by Christian Ward. Now this is a lot more painted. I don't really know Christian Ward. I guess he must have been because he's also in that Sandman book. I am interested in this. Ram V says this is going to be more sci-fi than it's going to be magic, because Aquaman often does magic, so he wanted to do something different. I don't know. I'm Black Label is usually not for me because I like the ongoing continuity, but I do like things like Superman versus Lobo, which I think is hilarious and basically the DC version of the old Money Shot by Tim Seeley and Sarah Beatty. So, all right, let's see. Earth Prime. Now this is the TV CW tie-in, and these are by writers from the shows. Oh, Paul Pelletier is doing Earth Prime Legends of Tomorrow. And this is also a 6-part crossover. Earth Prime Stargirl. This is written by James Robinson and Paula Sevenberger. That's unfortunate. I guess she is writing for some of those TV things, but I really hate her comics. Of course, I also hate James Robinson's comics, so that doesn't really mean anything. Again, Jurassic League again. Do they have? Yes. So here's the Alice Orr Batman, and this is a 6-part miniseries. And let's see. Does it actually say? So Darkseid is going to be the bad guy. So it'll be pretty typical Justice League stuff, except dinosaurs. So I don't know. I hope that it leans on the whimsy rather than the gory, but we'll see. Nubia, again, same team as doing the Nubia team. DC vs. Vampires. Pretty cool cover of Damian, and then Damian and Dick. Although that looks like, it is Damian because of those boots, but also that hair looks more like Tim than Damian. Danger Street, and this is about a bunch of characters from the 70s, number ones, first issue specials, which is a bunch of, it was a stunt. Some of the characters went on to be more interesting. A lot of these characters sound kind of interesting. I like the fact that it's Jorge Fornes. You got Dr. Fate, of course. Looks like Commandy. And this is Lee Weeks. Now, we do have a full, I feel like we do have a fully colored Dark Side for this cover. And I think, it looks like Green Arrow, Metamorpho, and some other guy. But we'll have to see. Blood Syndicate. This is all the milestone stuff. I haven't caught up on that. So it's Justice League Road to Dark Crisis. So this is Dark Crisis. I think that's probably a new god. I'm not super interested in Dark Crisis. The YA stuff, the tie-in. Yeah, I did look through my comics, and I found that I'm just not looking forward to as much as I'd hoped. Detective Comics Trades, the Fear State. Do they call it Fear State? Yes, Fear State. Easy branding. Nightmare Country, with the Corinthian doing all his stuff. Fables 151, featuring our new character, the Jack in the Green. And this is a girl Jack, so I am very curious. And a Fable long thought dead. I wonder how long. I wonder if it's going to be, because we know from Batman versus Bigby that Cinderella is alive. Is that the Fable? Because she actually technically had just died at the end. So is it just because it's been like 10 years, or is it? I don't know. We'll have to see. But this arc is called The Black Forest. It's a 12-issue arc. Hopefully, being able to plan it means that Bill Willingham, had beginning, middle, end. I'm sure he did, because he's a really good constructor. But he also is a pantser, so he likes to find things, and sometimes that leaves a few plot ends a little messy, but that's how real life is. And one of the things I really like about Fables is that even though it's a completely fantastical universe, there's a lot of messiness that also fits into the story and the characters that feels constructed, but also real because of the pantsing, the writing from pure imagination rather than having a strict outline and going, in order. So, variant cover. Oh, this is action cover. War World Continues. Haven't been reading that, but people are really liking it. I think that it just looks really interesting. I'm not super into the whole Conan the Barbarian aesthetic. I think it's fun, but it's not super for me. Aquaman, they just did a Q&A, and they implied that maybe Lorena Marquez might be coming back as Aquagirl, maybe as a cameo. That would be kind of cool. I do like this silver trident that other Aquaman has. I wonder what they're going to do. Okay, and Batgirls. Again, I'm going to get some extra covers on this one. So here's our main cover by Jorge Corona. Here's our Asian American thing by, I can't remember. Here's our incentive cover, 1 in 25, so it's going to be like $10 to $25 by Ryan Gonzalez. Very much like that bat bikini and the bat onesie and the winks and the hats. Very cute. And this is the one I'm also going to get. So I'm going to get the main cover, and I'm going to get this Michael Cho variant cover. I love how strong Steph looks and Cass backing her up, and it's really cool. Love that Michael Cho cover. Batman Beyond Neo Year, 2 of 6. We'll have to see. I like Kelly and Lanzing, but they don't. I don't know. I'm not a big Batman Beyond fan. I wish they would gotten to do their Superman and Lois honeymoon story in Neptune. I think that would have been much cooler. Batman Beyond the White Knight, number 3. I think he said that this is where we're getting Robin. Batman Killing Time, number 3. I've had a chance to read the first one of these, and it left me really cold, which disappoints me because I do like Tom King and I like David Marquez, but I don't find a lot of interest in this particular story because it's just a very violent heist. Batman the Night. I did like the first 2 issues of this one, especially the older, not Catwoman. I thought that was hilarious. And Carmine Giandomenico is one of my favorites. I just love his art. So Zermanico doing a variant. I wonder who that is. I wonder if that's the League of Assassins. I don't know. We'll have to see. Urban Legends. Still don't care. Batman Superman World's Finest. Oh man, why is there Batman Who Laughs? That annoys me. Oh, Jorge Corona doing a 1 in 50 Chibi variant. Well, that's interesting. Does he have Steph and Cass in the? Got Babs, Superboy, Catwoman. I do not see Steph and Cass. That feels very disappointing, Mr. Batgirl's artist. Why are you not stuffing your main characters in variant covers? Maybe they told him who he could use. Catwoman number 40. Although Steph was on the cover for number 1 by Art Germ. So variant covers artist. Okay. Catwoman number 43. Harley Quinn apparently is going to guest star in this one. Again, I've only read the first 2 issues of this, and I am just not enjoying it, unfortunately, which is a bummer because I have to review it. Detective Comics 1060. Batman has deployed one of his most powerful weapons, and there's a bomber. So this is co-written, and the backup. And Deb Donovan has a daughter. Interesting. And apparently there is a romance, but it says love is in the air, but it doesn't say for who. And the art is still by Ivan Reis, which is very cool. Ooh, I like that. I like that question mark on Batman. Very cool. And that's just Batman and Arkham, whatever. And I think this is the main. Yeah, this is the main cover by Ivan Reis. I'm just nervous because of the fact that it's a co-writer, and I've grown to trust Tamaki on Detective. But I guess we'll just wait and see. Future State Gotham. Bruce comes back, and hopefully the Talia and Damien's son. I don't know. I'm still really disappointed that this isn't the Bat family book. I'd really like to know what's going on with Tim and Duke and Steph and Cass, even Babs. But this book has really disappointed me. I also have to write reviews for that, so it's a bummer. Harley Quinn number 15. Batwoman showing up. Pretty cool. I like that. Batwoman and Harley Quinn. That should be hilarious, seeing her bug Batwoman. I Am Batman continues in New York. And Looney Tunes, Mad, Monkey Prince, Naomi, still Jamal Campbell. There's Steph on this cover of Nightwing. Yep, right there. Jen Bartel, very cute. Don't know who that is. Probably Sonia Zuko. Rogues, Suicide Squad, Superboy, Task Force Z, Teen Titans Academy is ending. Flash, Nice House on the Lake, Swamp Thing, Wonder Woman, Wonder Woman Evolution. So 2 titles still going on. World of Krypton ending, and I think that's trades. So, again, I'm having difficulty. It feels like I'm not as interested in a lot of stuff right now. But there's still some stuff I'm engaged in. I hope I get more excited as we get closer to things like Fables, and I hope that we get a better conversation going with Batgirls. So, thanks for watching, and I will see you again soon.